Alright, we are being filmed.
Stand for pledge.
Pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
Okay, just a reminder, you're being recorded. We need to, know how we wanna do this, the minutes are on. We need to change them.
Yes,
So we need to move the table up.
table the minutes till next meeting.
The, superintendent positions are ordered wrong.
But that's how you voted on it. So the minutes are correct,
Okay, then we need to look at it.
I think, I mean,
That's,
That, state that in the salary ordinance too.
oh, I don't know.
Who made the motion?
Betty made the motion, go ahead, second.
Darwin did.
You seconded it, Darwin? All in favor? Opposed? There's we need to look at the wording on how we had it in
You
the,
wanna know how he's listed in the salary ordinance?
yeah,
I can go get it.
Supposed to be doing
what is it?
Okay.
Yeah, something, anyway. Okay, we need to approve the financials in December,
Make a motion to approve financial.
do I have a second?
Second.
All in favor?
Aye.
Opposed? Mike seconded. Jeff, you
So
have,
meeting and waiting on,
the meeting minutes will wait until we can,
okay. No, about this.
we can, you wanna discuss that now, or?
Oh, yeah, we can. Yeah, we can't change, I mean, I know you're talking about that, okay. We won't be able to change the minutes because that's how it was voted.
Well, we need to,
But if you wanna change that decision now, you can, but those minutes
well,
don't have to
the
stay.
minutes was on how we had it here. Right, I haven't.
Well, we'll have this one, it's good.
Yeah.
So,
We'll talk about it.
anyway. That's up to you guys. Do you wanna go over that now, Judy, or you wanna wait?
Oh, for the, on the handbook?
Or we can do that,
When did we do the change? Whenever we brought something up?
we just discussed it.
That needs to be brought up, I mean, that needs to be told,
That's what we're doing.
okay, but it needs to be public knowledge.
Yeah,
Right.
that's what we're talking about, if you want to discuss it now, or we'll do it at the end of your report.
Okay.
Okay.
Your guys' help on that one.
Jeff,
Okay.
you got anything?
Working with Jared on pricing for a new town truck. Also the cameras up at the wastewater plant. Also I have the old generator that he's gonna help me put on US auctions, whatever, so it kinda takes the brunt of the payment for the truck off.
See what we can get for it.
Well, the electrician said it's anywhere from 20 to 30,000, so.
See if we can get that for it. There's not that many hours on it, and it's a good
No.
generator.
Yeah, and it's always been inside, so.
Right.
Yeah, it's not absolutely nothing wrong with it, so.
So, I mean,
And then Ken's been working on the ordinances for the sewer use ordinance, and he's gonna be working on my permit also, fix out this year.
you haven't messed with wasting any, you haven't messed with bagging any.
Nah, it's too cold out
No,
right
it's
now,
okay.
I'm gonna have to wait until it falls out. Get all that.
No, I just didn't know if you had,
No, pretty much everything that can be froze over is froze over, and I'm busting ice just to keep the clarifier from freezing completely over. I just don't have enough
did
flow.
Torque ever try to adjust the pump, saying, the main lift station, cycle more?
Fred a little bit, and it helped a little bit, but not a
Not a
whole
lot.
lot. I can talk to Ford, they're kind of limited, you know, what they can do, from their area, may have to come out and adjust it.
Well, I didn't know I know there's flows, but I didn't know if they were, you guys could adjust them or how it was.
I can talk to Todd again about it and see what we can do.
Okay, adjustments on it.
But still, you know, it's still a inflow issue.
Right.
You know, but maybe we can lessen the amount coming in at a time that, we'll see.
So, yeah. Yeah. I figured it out. Yeah. But, no, that's fine. Do you have anything to report? Okay. Okay, sounds good. Yeah, bye.
How should I put that in the minutes?
Justin had nothing to report.
Justin told to say yes.
Jeff, have you gotten your test scheduled yet, Dave?
The end of February, 28th.
February 28th.
Okay. Justin did fix the new snow plow.
Good.
There was a, pressure relief screw that was backed out for some reason too far. I don't know if it vibrated out or what, but.
Snowplow's up and running.
I had a discussion with him about this frigid weather, that I didn't really want to have decided was he absolutely needed to be.
Well,
So Judy is gonna have some stuff that he could do, and there's some stuff like, you might put the toilet in the garage. There's stuff like that that they can do, and maybe start with helping with all that paperwork up there.
yeah, that's what I told them all today. That if they didn't have anything, if they didn't need to be outside, it didn't have to be. I don't know how much you did for.
I had to break ice off the clarifier. It was up at Midstick.
Right, but I mean, if you didn't have to be, then you wouldn't have been.
No, absolutely not.
Anyway. Okay. Steve, do you have anything?
I don't know, Betty said something, but in the next newsletter, do we have somebody, stipulate about cleaning their sidewalks off if there's an emergency medical issue? Some of these sidewalks are not real friendly for us to get into a house and even driveways. Just a little note to kind of keep it cleaned up if they can.
Was there an ordinance about
We
that?
should make one.
I
Yeah,
don't know.
Steve, that's a good idea.
we should do an ordinance that Lafayette has one that you have to have cleaned up within
And they're,
overnight.
and they're,
They're
big.
They
fine.
do, they fine them $75 if they
But
don't.
we had one,
Have to
I
check.
don't know about sidewalks, so.
sidewalks within 24 hours.
I don't
Not there for a long time.
Uh,
Been that way for-
well, and that's what I was talking to Carrie and Grant before the meeting, I wanted to read that, but Betty said she has the book, so.
There wasn't anything in it about snow removal in the two books that I had.
So then there's somewhere there's another book.
There's always been a ruling.
I know there's a ruling somewhere, cause I remember reading it at one point, but I don't remember what it said.
There's so many hours after the snow or
Right.
whatever.
But then we gotta go back to, we gotta enforce it, too, is the main problem.
That's the thing, cause the trash can thing is not getting enforced. They're staying at, some of the trash cans are still out all week. And it's supposed to be taken in by noon on Saturday. And that's an ordinance too. But if it don't get enforced, why do we have ordinance?
So is there a fine?
There should be, there's supposed to be.
I think it is.
There's a fine
Yeah.
in West Hall, yeah.
There's one.
We have an ordinance fine.
Yeah.
Jared has that.
Okay,
And I would have done the highway sidewalks, but I was gone all week, so when I come back, it was all gone off. It was all, huh? Yeah.
Kenny, do you have anything?
Just to follow up Steve's thing, be nice if the house numbers could get, somebody to start putting them on, because it's a pain in the butt and butt trying to find some of these houses when the numbers just don't run in sequence. I've been harping on that for 5 years and it seems like it's not done any good. It has some, but there's still a lot of houses. I got asked to find a business the other day right on the highway, there's no number on the business.
Yeah.
So, Amazon or whoever was delivering couldn't deliver it. Cause they couldn't find that address. So, it would be nice to work on the numbers, would be brought up a few times.
So there is a set fine for all of these?
Yeah, there's a fine, you get a warning the first time, and after the first time, you start getting fined.
And it's like after, I think some of them are like after 31 days, it's this much, after 60 days, it's this much, like I think it keeps, right? If I'm remembering correctly.
You mean the cost
Yeah.
goes up? But what is the cost initially, is it different? for
I'm
you?
not sure. We'll have to look.
I think that should probably be, if we're gonna put something in some kind of newsletter or something, I think the actual amount should be on there too.
It'd be the same as the dog.
Instead of just saying, you're gonna get fined,
Yeah.
you know, you will be fined X amount.
I am working on the newsletter, trying to get information though, so if Main Street has anything, or if you guys have anything that you want, let me know.
Is there any possible way that if they do get a fine and they don't pay it, that we could take it off of, like when they get sent out their utility bill?
You could put a property in.
Notice I have my little,
Okay.
On that though, some of these sidewalks are so rough and chipped up and broke up, I don't know how,
You
some
could
of that.
couple
I mean, the highway's not, but like down here by Shorehorns and one back there on 4th Street, I mean, it's a difference of the sidewalk, 6 inches or more broke up. So I don't know how you expect everybody to clean that off when it's like that.
no different than going down a regular sidewalk. You got those cracks,
Yeah, but it's,
still crowded. Just gotta be really worried about it, use a broom. Okay, who's our curfew? Is Janelle know? Did you have?
Judy is,
I contacted them,
Judy. Jan.
yeah, right.
that's good, yeah. We just met.
first day,
Yeah. What's his name again?
I don't remember.
No, I contacted them and he gave me some information and stuff. And the week before the meeting, so sometime this week, I was supposed to be getting what we're going to, the agenda and some of the information, and he's giving me the pages for their website and stuff, so that looks pretty interesting. And then, he said that there's gonna be an orientation the night of the meeting. We're gonna meet earlier so that he can introduce all the new people to all the different stuff.
When's that?
See, I knew you were gonna ask me. And I meant to write it down, but I'm so stressed out because of my mother.
Upcoming.
You forgot to write it down, right?
It's in my, I'm sure it's in my phone.
Okay.
But it's, I wanted to say the 27th, but I'm not real sure. I know it's towards the very end of the,
Typically, it's the last Thursday. Last Thursday?
so.
I can talk about, RDCDC and the other one too, cause I went to both of the meetings. RDCDC, they talked about,
Oh, okay.
they installed the new signs, which I kinda like them.
I did, but I heard they cost $110,000.
That part of that was paid for from the tip.
Right, but
They didn't
that's,
say how much,
oh,
they didn't tell me how much. And then there was election of officers, basically, that's what happened at RDCDC.
Where's the new signs at?
That's what true value, I know that right there.
You can
By
check
leaving
out
it.
seat plan. They look really nice, and the park got new signs.
Good. And there's, I think I buy Carpenter Creek too, up there. And then for White Connect Development, we met and they, had like 8 leads, they're all in one, they had a ribbon cutting ceremony for the new optometry building. And then they talked about Monticello is, working on the subdivision, they're reopening the subdivision.
They have 3 of them coming in,
Do they?
yes, in Monticello.
We're at,
The one is the old home out by Norway that they tore down. You're on the side road between the Indiana Beach and Norway. It used to be the what?
The county farm, that home.
The county farm home, yeah. They tore that down, new subdivisions going in there. They have one going over by Sagamore, which I assume's by the ice cream place. And then they,
By
yeah,
Sycamore.
and then they've got one more going in, she did not say where, but they're gonna do roughly 86 homes between the 3 of them.
Good.
6 homes between 3 of them?
86.
86.
Oh, okay.
I thought
I was gonna say,
well, I don't.
anybody, any 6 homes,
We can afford it.
subdivisions ain't very big.
Okay. Did you have anything else, Betty?
She'll be, Jenny Lynn will be here, February 4th to do the amendments on 2 of the ordinance that's been through. I believe one is the battery over at Monticello, or over at Reynolds. No, I don't remember what the second one is.
Main Street.
Not much of anything right now, cause got, didn't have a meeting this month, there's a lot going on. Try to get the Christmas ornaments down as soon as it gets warmer.
Next week looks decent. Next week looks decent.
It does, like at least 40.
And next Saturday, showing 40s, or actually next Wednesday is in the 40s. So,
I'm meeting the 30th.
so anyway, okay. Anything else?
That'd be it.
Good.
Okay, I got a letter from Matt, who has resigned from the park board.
Now, being on the park board, if you're out of town, can you still be on the park board?
If in Princeton Township.
Oh, you can?
So it's-
Okay,
Yeah, you can, you don't
You have to be in the township.
okay.
Did he resign?
He's not in the township. Where he moved to now. He quarter mile across the line.
Okay. So I'm not sure who is in charge of park board.
Well, Lori was.
Lori's
Lori.
not it.
Lori.
Matt was just advice.
Okay. And then, can you, Jeff said that, Kim, you're working on the sewer ordinance thing, correct? Okay. Last month we talked about estimates possibly for replacing lights, so we need to get, that put into probably the paper and then on our board, or our website to take estimates. So it's to replace LED lights, is that how you guys want it?
Well, just see different options, I mean, if they do LED, see, they can take the, what they call ballast.
Balance,
They can take the ballast out of them, cause you never use those anymore, and that'd be just one less maintenance thing that you'd have to do. But then the LED lights has got, like where you can control them, to have 3 different shades of lights, like, you know, like a soft white or bright white and different things like that.
These are a soft white,
These are the highway soft white, some of the ones on the market is bright white. So, we should get all them to match. And like well, we didn't decide, we brought it up and we got one estimate, but we can have more estimates.
We need to, why don't we just call Schneider and see
If they were gonna put in a
estimate.
estimate.
Instead of doing it.
I don't know if Brandon does that, like that kind of lighting, or if it can even be my nephew or not. I don't know.
We'll go from
And then the ceiling needs to be fixed sometime in the hallway, but, guys might be able to do that. And there's been some talk about possibly putting, like updating the bathroom and maybe making 2 bathrooms in the hallway.
two entries.
Like
Mhm.
2
Two
separate
different-
ones
two
for
separate.
the entry and then the outs down the hallway. Instead of one.
You say 2 entries?
Two separate bathrooms, yeah, two entries. Yeah.
Well, we have Gary and some of the guys,
Yes.
and then.
We're just brainstorming.
It's
what they
just,
think of the
it's
bonus.
just stuff that came up that.
Jared has brought up a good thing the last couple of years, like, in general, that, we're a government building, but our bathrooms are not ADA compliant. So,
That one is horrible.
yeah, we probably need to get something done with that anyway, but.
And I wanna thank Janelle Hostetter for, recommending looking up the unclaimed funds. So, went
Did
through
you
the
get it?
process of, we haven't got it yet, but, it's a lot of paperwork, you know, you have to send it in and then you send more stuff in, but yeah, so we're waiting to hear, but thank you.
What'd you find? What did you
It
find?
was, for the ambulance, I think it was like 129, I'm not sure on the amount, it was over $100, everybody counts, so, thank you, Janelle.
Well, even I had an extra zero.
What was the email you sent us this week or something about what a new ambulance, Steve, or what? About a new ambulance or something?
I've been kind of dragging my feet this last year, and I was talking to Judy, I'm gonna proceed ahead now and try to get it done this year.
What's like a new ambulance run? Do they, what are those,
You're sitting down, right?
I mean, I'm sure they're high, but.
Well, it depends on what you want. You want a box on the wheels or something that's got lights on it, you're looking at $350,000 to $400,000.
Isn't there usually a year wait too?
Pardon me?
Is there a year wait?
Well, that's changed from last year. Last year, you couldn't get one for a year.
Okay.
Now they're calling me, saying we can get you one in 6 months. So things have evidently turned around a little bit, demand is dropping a little bit, so they're still making them. So I don't have to wait a year now. So
But she should-
maybe they'll come a little cheaper, I don't know.
So is that something the state or county or anybody helps with?
Well, the county's been giving us money right along for ambulance purchase over the last 10 years. So we should be all right, but depending on what we end up with the final tally at the end.
So are you getting an estimate on that then? Or what?
Well, I get quotes, yes.
You're getting quotes?
Yeah, I've got some quotes already, but they're a little high. And I'm gonna pursue it more now. Like I say, the trend has went down a little bit, so maybe I can get it a little bit cheaper.
Cheaper?
Don't know yet. Till we sit
How
down.
do they set them up, like whatever the town's qualified, like we ain't got a EMT, so it ain't an EMT qualified ambulance, or what, I mean, is that anything to do with that, or?
We're a BLS transport emergency ambulance is what we are.
We're not
And that's your
ALS.
basic life support.
So they got different letters for different, or I mean.
No,
different
it's just how you letter it on the outside, it's just usually,
It's the same
Yeah.
components, it's just
The same.
different operator.
right,
So something, they can only do so much, and ALS can do a little bit more.
right,
Yeah.
All the same truck.
yeah. There's not a difference between a BLS truck and an ALS truck.
No.
They're both the same truck.
Right. They're
It's
just
the- it's how
equipped
you
with
stack
different- Equipped
Right.
with different equipment.
which Steve will take all the stuff out of our ambulance and put in the new ambulance.
So then what's the old ambulance good for? I mean, is auction it off then, or?
I got the last one sold, they don't wanna take any trades on them, didn't, now that might change now, but they wouldn't give you anything for them. The last one I sold for 38,000, but it's worth a lot more than that in my book, but that's the only value we give back then. But, as far as the trade-in value, I haven't sat down with them, and I only had one vendor that maybe would offer, but we didn't set down any numbers, so I don't even know what we can get out of it, but I ain't gonna let them steal it. We hung on to it last time for about 3 months and got a fair amount of money, so
What's the miles on our ambulance now?
a little over 70,000, it's almost 10 years old.
70,000?
How long ago was that? Every dream was that old.
I feel like
Every dream was that old.
It was replaced in 2016 when he
Yeah,
had his
2016
accident.
when I got in that crash, we replaced it.
And that's the part that didn't seem like it was that long ago, really.
And it was already built,
It was a demo.
it was a demo at that time.
Okay, to go to a new one, and what is the advantage of that? What is the, like, what would be, I mean, the air ride,
No, the specs are basically the same, other than you're getting new compared to something that's 10 years old. 10 years old, you're gonna have start wearing out.
The
Right.
chassis wears out a little bit.
yeah,
Just like a car, 10 years old,
Right.
it's not as good as a new one. It's still reliable, but we haven't had to start doing any fixing yet. But the longer we hang on to it, it's
it
possible.
will, yeah. Okay,
But it's been in the system for Wolfett every 10 years to renew an ambulance. And that's,
oh, it has been,
yep,
okay,
yep.
and this is the 10th year?
No,
Well, by the time we get it, it'll be the 10th year,
Yeah.
yeah. You gotta start now.
Okay,
Okay,
so you're gonna do more investigating in it then?
Oh, yeah.
And bring it to us? then? Okay.
and Steve, I know you asked me what is in the accounts. The accounts are very, very complicated, very complicated, and I tried working on them all weekend, cause I don't really know until we get them figured out what's been transferred from what to where and why, and if it's the right.
Well, you and I have talked, and I know about where we're supposed to be. Now, where that's gonna come from on the town side, I don't know, but
Yes.
I know where we're supposed to be.
Okay, and I did print some papers off here, and I don't, once again, I don't know if they're correct, at least, I printed out 24, 23, 22, 21, and 19. And I'm going through them, I thought I'd go through 24 first, make sure that they're in the right categories, and then I would kind of get an idea and then go back. But I do need a question on some of them, I don't know what, if they're, donations or what they are. So we have to get titles, or what would it be, appropriations, is that the correct terminology for the fund?
Revenue or
The revenue,
you just need to know what revenue account.
the revenue accounts.
Well, that comes on my monthly statement you guys give me, the
Okay.
revenue. It's the same way with the expenditures,
Okay,
and that's been going on for the last 10 years.
okay, so we will, all right. So I will go through those with you to kind of get a better understanding, and I talked to Trina on that, and she says she said she has never seen such chaotic mess either, and it is gonna take a little bit, but, we're doing the best, so we're putting that on top priority, and kind of see where we're at.
Well, if I get one ordered, the town's gonna have to write the check out of the ambulance account.
That's what I was telling her, she said, well, I don't know for sure how we know for positive, but yeah, well, that's why it's making the top priority. I was really stressed over it today, I mean, I'm just like, oh my gosh, it's gonna get brought up, and, yeah, so I am working on it.
Okay.
How does that, I mean, is the ambulance account, did they have money in the ambulance account that pays for part of it, and then the town account, or the town pays for all of that?
No, well, the ambulance pays for itself. This is money we've accumulated over the last 10 years. From
Okay.
county money, revenues, and donations.
So that money is in account with.
Somewhere.
With the ambulance?
Somewhere,
Kind of like a fire truck account.
The problem, being completely transparent, the problem that we're having is our ambulance is in our general account. We also have police in there, street in there, us in there, like it's just in the general account. If you add up everything that our funds say, the ambulance fund and like police and all that together, it's way more than what we actually have in our general account. And that's part of just cleaning up bookkeeping from the last 4 years and figuring out what was transferred where and where certain money's supposed to be. And it's taking a while to get cleaned up, but
Shouldn't that be separated? The police
Trina
account,
said-
and fire
yeah.
account, and ambulance account?
Trina said that, she should have a better, clear picture as to what should actually be where in about 6 months.
Which seems like an awful long
It's-
time, but it's
it's bad.
really complicated.
Oh my God.
She's in September of 2020 right now, and she already has over $100,000 worth of adjustments that were made, so. Not necessarily that's missing, just adjustments because things were
Not in the right.
So she's just trying to get all that straightened out because it's crazy, so.
Okay.
Well, you're doing a good job.
Thank you.
It didn't feel like that today.
Anything else?
No, I think right now, I think that's it, unless anybody has any questions. Still working on getting year-end stuff done, and that's pretty much it. Anything,
You got, the handbook stuff.
yeah, the handbook stuff, yeah, so there were some questions on that, that's not, okay, it's not printed out because we weren't, okay.
If you don't wanna do it now, we'll do it.
Okay, alright,
That works better for you.
it would work better for me, I
Okay,
got too much.
moving forward.
Okay, let's move forward.
Okay, old business, water line leak is still leaking. I don't know what Jacob has found anything out yet or not.
I didn't talk to him today, so I would say probably not. Did you?
Repair, leaf back, Justin had mentioned a place he used to go to for a tap to get radiators worked on. So I don't know if, choose that any, it's probably cheaper to go there than where they're getting it from. Cause they just make them, take it out, take it down to them, they'll build one, or, that maybe.
Is that what's wrong with it, radiator? The place in Fort Wayne built one for my paper. Love it.
Probably like the same place then, but this is where McAllister used to take a bunch of radiators too, and they sit there and build you a whole new one and put it back and be.
That shell or something for them to go by.
Well, yeah, you take yours down to them and
The
they
old one,
copy it.
and then they rebuilt.
Like I said, this place in Fort Wayne, took mine up to that, they're about $2,000, you got done with it, but that's a
Right.
big machine.
But, I mean, this one, they ordered it from Brown, so they, that's only cost a fortune, so cancel the order and go somewhere else. Cause they said it was back ordered, so,
So they did cancel it?
no, I need to ask them again. But they probably need to.
I know, I mean, like I say, there's places that redo that white, that been done like a couple months
Justin
ago.
just brought, Justin wasn't here when it went out. Justin wasn't employed for us when it went out, so they found the solution that they knew at the time. Anyway, so we can change that. Did Brightspeed bring in proof of insurance?
They are asking for like a bunch of information, like on bond stuff and what's needed by the town and whatever. Are we wanting them to come into town? They have to run new lines and they're gonna be overhead,
We already approved them.
huh?
We already approved
So
them.
we want new
But
lines and stuff?
there should be an ordinance on contractors. Did you read that?
Nope, there wasn't one of those two books.
We pull out the ones from.
There's something, because all contractors are supposed to be licensed and bonded through the town. So that was what I was requiring them to have. They need to show their proof of their, general liability and then their bond.
But I thought, well, if we're gonna do this, okay, but if we're, I mean, cause we just did the fiber net underground, I mean, are we wanting overhead also?
It's a different company.
Okay.
So you guys approved it?
We already approved it.
You wanna go through with it, you wanna?
Yeah.
Okay.
Okay.
And with my understanding, they're already in town, they're just upgrading what they have.
Brightspeed is already in town with phone lines. They're gonna basically obsolete the phone line and just go to fiber.
They're gonna take the old lines down.
No, that's a NIP, I mean, it's not our, it's NIPSCO's poles. So,
I just see all the extra lines. Yeah.
well,
so-
I'd rather have them overhead than underground, so.
Oh. Is that my?
Can they put them on the Lipscomb poles?
Yeah. There we go.
So they don't have a bunch of new poles down here in town.
They're putting them on NIPSCO poles.
It's another voice in the mouth.
Aren't you allowed those? Street light estimate, we talked about that. Adjustments here. Okay, new business. Do you have anything?
Can you got anything?
Can you guys?
Fingers in his hands.
Looks like we got street pictures.
Just, submitted some exhibits on which some of your streets have and haven't been paved. Excuse me, I'm sorry, go ahead. And then the grant round's open, if you wanted to go out there, it closes July, or January the 31st. The next round is July. If you apply,
This is what we've done.
that's what you've done,
Who are the roads we paved?
Market,
the
That's
round's
what
open
we
until
done
January the 31st at 5 p.m. And then the awards will be made in April.
Before, and this is the ones we done this year.
The next round will be July, and, awards will be made in October. Just letting you know what's out there.
the one you said?
The current round is open right now.
Right.
It closes January 31st at 5 p.m. Your awards should be made in April, if you wanna go for a round this time.
Okay.
If you wanna go the next round, it's July 1 to 31, and they will make awards in October, so.
Have you looked at any of these in the daylight to see which ones you think?
We did your Pager rating, I can get you a copy of that. Or I can drive it with, whoever wants to drive it.
I was just thinking, I know Market Street, West Market, and then Randolph were bad, cause I remember seeing them last year and thought they probably should've done that.
We get complaints about Street.
Where's your old house? Trying to figure it out.
Where the street lights out.
Cross and Bryan.
Across from Brian.
Oh,
It's
Yeah.
just- there's just-
yeah, a short
you
street.
know, they-
Yeah.
they've always known that they're-
Do alleys count, Ken?
If it's used as a street, we can get it put on your street list, but not, if not, it's just on your street list. But if you wanna put it on the street list, there's a procedure we can do,
What
see if
about
they'll put it on there.
Well,
behind,
it's Kerry
behind the
Road.
bank of Woken?
Behind the
That's what
cafe.
we want.
Behind the cafe. to the
From
light.
Judy, from Randolph all the way down to Market Street.
Bank of Wolcott redid their alley last summer.
Yeah.
We can,
Part of it.
so we can send it
They didn't
those
do the
requests to be on
ends,
your,
they did
on your
the
street
middle.
list.
Okay.
Then they put it on there, then yeah, and then,
Okay.
Yeah, we were talking about that, we were like, we wonder if that counts.
if you want to, let me know.
Oh,
How that happened.
okay, so,
So you could do a grant, fill out a grant, and then we'd have the money available to do in April?
We'd have to come up with our share too.
Our share too.
But the way it's been done in the past is you'll say, this is the streets, this is what we wanna do. will prepare estimates, tell you how much your grant match would be and how much the grant would be, how much the match would be. Submit that online, and then they will send you a notification that you did or didn't get it. And then, what they usually do is once you bid the jobs and send them the information, they send you a check for 75%. And then if you use it all, great, if you don't, then you have to send back part of it back, yeah. And Carrie's good with that,
She's good at that, okay.
keeps me straight.
She keeps you straight, she keeps me straight.
I think we can wait on this, cause you're gonna be, we're gonna bring Matt Crutch here, so we can.
Yeah, you got until next Friday, if you wanna wait, even if you get it to me by next Wednesday or Thursday, even get it to me by next Friday, I mean. I just need about an hour to put it in the computer.
Okay, well, I'm just looking, Market Street, West Market, North Street here by the school. Randolph. Scott Street from 4th Street in.
Did they, where the bank did it, is the pit pothole still in the ends of where they did? They are? I think that needs to be taken care of.
What?
Where the bank is?
Yeah, but we gotta
On
get
the
that,
ends. Cause there's potholes of those.
right, but we gotta get it,
The one behind the cafe is worse.
Yeah.
we gotta get that in the thing, probably see if we can get that in there. And we probably won't be able to for this round, but.
No, but you probably might for the next round.
Right.
I'll get a map to you guys, and you guys can say, this alley I want is a street, this alley I want is a, see if we can, sometimes they do it, sometimes they don't.
I'm gonna say that, the one there, we can
Behind
go
the bank.
from Randolph Street all the way behind the bank, and then the one behind the post office.
Well, Randolph Street, they did behind you, you got too long ago.
It's, if you go down, yeah, you can see right where the trenches were. See, they put that tile on, or attempted, and then so. It's not gonna good.
You can also replace street signs, curbs, gutters, and storm sewers. You might want to consider street signs, because they want to get old and stuff.
They do, you can put that in here too?
You can put street signs in there, yeah.
Can they do more sidewalks?
For the streets, yeah, you can use more sidewalks, for the, wherever you're paving, anything, you can do street signs on that. There should be a call for projects later this summer, you can price all your
Oh, I
street
didn't know
signs.
that.
Yeah.
We could,
What are they-
should
what
be
are-
doing street signs as we were. Well, I know,
What would they do about sidewalks, so if the trees are less than enough, do they take the tree down first, or what do they?
Cut. Same thing you did over in this stuff.
Will they take the tree down?
Cut the tree down, dig it out, and put the sidewalk in. It's busting your sidewalk up.
That needs to be checked there on Fourth, back there on Fourth Street,
In winter.
south of Market,
we already paid.
or north of Market, north of Market.
We already paid it. You have to do it on the road to pay it.
You have to do
Right.
it on the road you pave?
So anyway. Okay, I'll go around and look.
Sorry to take so much time.
No, you're, like, okay, anything else? Okay,
I saw on here it's about the water pump, the high service pump in. It said the one pump is down last night.
I'll call them now. They were short, was supposed to be up here and put it in the other day. Well, fixed it.
In the sidewalk.
Yeah.
Did they put sidewalks there that's not there? Would they do that?
If you are paving the street, yes.
What about in front
You
of?
don't know, Jeff, is they put it in, you know, the high service pumps in.
No, it wasn't over the weekend.
What about the sidewalk?
They're supposed to have the seal and they're supposed to be up here
It's a 1-year
pretty
sheet.
quick and apparently that didn't happen.
That's all on the list, that's why.
Yeah.
What about the sidewalk along in front of Luke Evans, down that street? We're doing, if we pave that street,
They're- They have to be in before you do it.
he's just said no.
If
You don't have to be in?
If you're paving the street and you're milling it, then you could put it in.
A new sidewalk?
A new sidewalk, as long as there's no conflicts like gas lines or anything like that.
So
So,
like full new construction you can do? Or,
you could redo the whole street if you wanted to. They've changed a few things in the last round.
no, but I mean, as far as sidewalks, if there's not one there already, you can put one in?
Now you can, they've changed it. Now you can get 1.5 million, before you can only get 1 million. So if you wanted to go after 1.5 million, you just have to match 45. So they've changed a few things, they're trying to give us money away, there's a lot of money out there, they're not gonna give it away.
Luke asked me about
Luke
this.
will-
There you go.
I figured you'd be the first one to complain.
If you're gonna put Flint's house, you gotta put the whole block.
We just wanted to know if
All the way
there's
down.
anything that we can do to get
From
it
Fourth
done.
Street
So
down.
what we need to see is what we budgeted.
4th Street West.
Correct, but if you think who lives on that corner house,
Is that
there are trees.
I didn't say it wasn't anything with that. Well, no, listen to him, listen to
the
him.
one on
Shirley,
Shirley.
Shirley.
I'm the one
She's
who's
not on
talking.
Shirley.
Luke was not
No,
saying.
she said,
he said,
You're talking about.
Right, and I-
Shirley.
Huh?
Do we have to go over this every single time, Larry?
Well, I missed the meeting, so I didn't get it.
Anyway. Rob said it. Okay, we'll look into it. Anything else?
The police budget.
I'd still like whenever it falls out, for them to clean the highway up.
Yeah.
Vince and whoever can help them. On both sides of the highway, I mean, in front of where storages are and then in the front of the Woken House.
I thought it was cleaned up.
Nope, it's never been cleaned up. I did something to Bob about it, and he says, are you responsible for me? You gonna be responsible? Well, every job is a job that's gonna be responsible for. We got insurance. We got all them bright lights on the back of that truck, they can drive that truck behind the Bobcat.
Nothing's covered. I mean, if they wanna get down to it, everything's not gonna be covered. They always look for a way out, look at California. Not to yell at you, but I am.
No, I don't, no, they're Californians.
But anyway,
I just do a lot of those.
We can't hear you,
What are
Cam.
you talking about?
I'm going on a rant about insurance, I'm trying to get out of paying for everything,
Oh,
so. Anyway. Okay, anything else?
So was that on the same subject about as far as cleaning the highway?
Yes, it was.
Can I have a new subject?
But,
If you're done with that one?
yes, we are done.
Okay, as you know, there's some of us that been doing this senior cafe thing. We were talking and we were going to see about getting the Tri-County Culinary School to come and do it. Do we have to have any paperwork to get them to sign off saying that it was like a community service?
They have paper that they can bring you and you can sign.
Well, I just wanna make sure we're good with the town.
I don't think that one.
Well,
I don't think
Yeah,
that
yes,
has anything to do with
That ain't, no, that's all schools.
I know that's all schools, I didn't know that since we were asking them to do something that's kind of on the edge of political, I just wanted to clarify.
Anything's only political.
Cause I already
if you make
told
it
Molly that
political.
we couldn't, so I just wanted to make sure I was right.
Yeah, Molly would have them bring like a sheet table sign.
Okay, I just wanted to make sure that the town board was, were on it.
Okay.
Okay, I'm backing up, so the highways, we do clean them up?
Yes,
No,
Why?
yes.
I did, because there's too much of a chance of getting hit.
That's it everywhere, anywhere. They go by and go through the highway intersections all day.
I'm sorry.
I know you are, but it's just, I don't understand why it's such a big deal.
Do we have a sweeper? Do we have
Yes,
a
we do.
automatic sweeper? They just,
Different driver.
Yes, we do.
I just think if they're gonna do it, then there needs to be a police presence.
Well,
There needs-
what we did last,
Yeah,
we
there
had
needs to be
Jared,
a lot of police there so that
we
there's.
had Jared there last time.
That's a different story.
Not when we,
But I have
not when
seen
we
where,
had, you did it, we had the truck that's got all the bright lights on the back of it, flashing lights.
Well, we had Jared one time, didn't we?
That was putting up Christmas lights, and that one, Jared, that was Wayne
Say it
Winter.
again. Isn't the highway the state's responsibility?
No.
Yes.
No,
but if they don't do it and it affects the way.
how
the
often do you
town
think the
runs.
state, I go through towns all the time, and their sweepers are doing the state highways.
They've done it once in the 3 years I've been here.
Okay.
The state has, and I've done it once, and it was scary as all get out. It was.
Yeah, I imagine.
We
So
didn't
could
have
we
the correct
request money
lights
from them?
on the truck, I
At
mean, we
the
do have
time.
better lights on the dump truck now. But it was scary, cause them semis, they don't slow down, they truly don't.
And right there's parking along that street. On
It'd
both
be better
sides.
if we could like restrict the lane while it's being cleaned up, you know, some sort. Park 2 trucks there, or I don't know, I'm not,
The time before, just a few months ago, whenever I first started, Mike, when I first started breaking the things off the sidewalk, Bob come through there and with the Bobcat and scraped them up. He goes, you do that, it only takes 5 minutes, call me. I'll do it again, it don't take anything. I told him whatever, you guys witnessed this, he was to come in the office, I said, they need to be cleaned up again, they're pretty much all done, just go through there with the Bobcat and pick them up, scrape them up. I'm not doing that, I'm not doing that, it's, you know, are you gonna be responsible for me then? It's like, well, am I responsible for anything that they do? I mean, we're the board and we got insurance. I'm not saying to go out and get hurt, but now we got this dump truck that's got all these flashing bright lights behind it, why can't they take the dump truck and?
The highway's wide enough that it has 2 vehicles and parking on both sides,
Right,
correct?
exactly.
So if they go on where people are parked at, wouldn't there be
That's
plenty
all they need to
around
do.
for them to go?
That's
That
all they
highway
need.
this summer was set up 3 lanes of traffic.
There ain't no reason it cannot be picked up or cleaned up. It takes 5 minutes, 10 minutes.
I'm thinking if you got Jared lined up and have him follow you, I don't see an issue.
Technically, whoever takes care of the lawn at Wolcott House, it's in their contract that they need to pick up sticks and walnuts.
Then the Wolcott House is not forcing it.
Well, you make your man doing it, so.
Well,
I'm not
it
gonna
makes,
argue
it
about
makes the
Wolcott.
town look bad. It makes, and you know what that does? All of that stuff that's along there goes down drains, and then we wonder why we got water problems in this town.
Okay.
Brian Furr's house down there on the highway makes the town look bad too, no,
Why
no,
not?
no.
Call him.
I don't speak to the man, you're the one that usually
Well,
deal with
if you
him.
don't speak to him, then I guess you can't.
So we're
See
getting off
much
the
of
track.
that.
We are getting
Yeah.
very,
Yeah.
And
anyway,
if the state highway, tell the state at such and such a date, we're going to do it. And if they need to get somebody out there to watch it. But we're gonna cover our butt.
I have no problem doing it as long as Jared's willing
and I
to do
think
traffic
you,
control.
you
some
lined it
sort.
up with him, he'd be there.
Yeah, I feel like you need to get his slots and everything.
Yeah, absolutely.
You
But
would
it
be
was
like-
scary, the time me and Bob did do it, it was scary, because it was just the dump truck and the Bobcat.
That's why you need to contact the state.
But
And they were flying by, they don't slow down a bit. It was-
And when you take the dump truck, you can back the Bobcat up on the driveway of the Woken House or up on that other street, pull the truck up and dump it into the
Well,
truck.
that's what we done.
You don't even have to get on the lane of traffic.
Cause we couldn't block the whole lane off, we had to put it in.
Right.
But anyway, he won't be like Wayne that disappears when he's supposed to be doing something like that.
Get a cop car, put it out there, and
Anyway,
say,
okay.
fire, and good, something, you know, everybody was so down.
We're gonna try to-
Anything else?
Meeting adjourned.
Okay.